Antecedent of a real number by a function. Property number 1. Let C be the representative curve of a function f defined on AB. A horizontal line D of equation y equal b may intersect the curve C at one point, as you see in the figure to the right, more than one point. Here D cuts the curve in 2 points. No points. Here there is no intersection between D and the curve. In case where D intersects C, the abscissas of the points of intersection are the roots or the solutions of the equation f of x equal b. Also, they are called the antecedents of b. If D intersects C at one point, then y equal b has one antecedent. Here, if you see, line D cuts the curve C at one point. The abscissa of this point, which is x0, is called the antecedent of b. If D intersects C at more than one point, then y equal b has more than one antecedent by f. Here, D cuts the curve at 2 points. The abscissas of these points are x0 and x1, so we say that y equal b has 2 antecedents. If D does not intersect C, then y equal b has no antecedent by f, like you see in the figure above. Example number 4. Given a function defined on R by f of x equal x squared plus 3. Calculate the antecedent of 4 and 2 by f. Solution. In order to calculate the antecedent of 4, here we need to find the values of x that are solutions to the equation x squared plus 3 equal 4. So x squared plus 3 equal 4. This means that x squared equal 1. So x equal minus 1 or x equal 1. So y equal 4 has two antecedents by f that are minus 1 and 1. Antecedent of 2, we do it in the same way. We say that f of x equal 2. So x squared plus 3 equal 2, then x squared equal minus 1, which is impossible. Then there is no solution. Then we say that 2 has no antecedent by f, or the antecedents of 2 does not exist. Application 3. Given a function defined by f of x equal x minus 2 over 2x plus 3. 1. Calculate the antecedent of 2 by f. 2. Calculate the antecedent of 1 over 2 by f. Pause the video and try to do it by yourself. Solution. In order to find the antecedent of 2, we say that y equal 2, so f of x equal 2, then we write x minus 2 over 2x plus 3 equal 2, and we solve the equation. So by cross multiplication and doing a simple calculation, we get x equal minus 8 over 3, so x equal minus 8 over 3 is the antecedent of 2. Part 2. Antecedent of 1 over 2. So y equal 1 over 2. We write f of x equal 1 over 2. Now x minus 2 over 2x plus 3 equal 1 over 2. We make cross multiplication. By simple calculation we get 0 equals 7, which is impossible. This means that 1 over 2 has no antecedents. Then the antecedent of 1 over 2 does not exist. Image of a real number by a function. Property number 2. Let C be the representative curve of a function f defined on AB. For any real number x0 in the domain of definition of f, the vertical line D of equation x equal x0 should intersect C at one and only one point. Please look at the figure to the right. Here we have the curve of the function f. D is a vertical line of equation x equal x0. This straight line cuts the curve at one point. This point has its abscissa x0 and its ordinate f of x0. So we say that the ordinate of this point is called the image of x0 by f. So y equal f of x0. Please look at the second figure. Here we have the curve of f and d is the vertical straight line of abscissa x0. It cuts the curve at one and only one point of ordinate f of x0. Example number 5. Given a function defined on R by f of x equal x squared minus 2x plus 3. Calculate the image of 0 and 1 by f. So we need to calculate f of 0 and f of 1. Solution: image of 0, which is the value of y such that x equals 0, y equal f of 0 equals 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 3 equal 3. Image of 1, what is the value of y such that x equal 1? So it is f of 1, 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 3 equals 2. Application 4. Given a function defined by f of x equal radical 2x squared plus 1. Part 1. Determine the domain of definition of f. Part 2. Calculate the image of negative 2 and 0 by f. Please pause this video and try to do it by yourself. Solution: since 2x squared plus 1 is positive for every x, then the domain of definition of f is R, which is equal minus infinity to plus infinity. Image of minus 2 is f of minus 2, which is equal to 3. Image of 0 is f of 0, which is equal to 1. Representative curve of a function. Application 5. Which of the two following curve does not represent a function on AB? Please pause the video and try to do it by yourself. Solution: the first curve represents a function since for every x belongs to AB, x has one and only one image on F. We do a vertical line test. This means that we draw several vertical straight lines. You see that every vertical straight line cuts the curve at one point. So every point x belongs to AB has one and only one image y. On the other hand, if we look at the second curve, this curve does not represent a function on AB since we have at least one real number x belongs to AB has more than one image. Please look at the figure. If we draw a vertical line, it cuts the curve at more than one point. This means that for this value of x, we have more than one value of y. Assignment: please review the following pages from your book. Homework: please do the following homework. Remark: in exercise 3, please take gx equal 3 absolute value of x minus 4. And in exercise 6, please take p of x equal radical x. Summary: please read the summary carefully and take notes to your copybook. Coming next, define a centered interval at 0. Study and interpret the parity of a function defined graphically and/or algebraically. Thank you very much.